All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, we've been finding lots of dead mice.
Chloe's so proud.
Miss Chloe has been catching them, which is good because they've been getting into the feed and all that.
I'm so happy that you did that.
Good job. Chloe's the fluffy one. So our neighbors told us that their chickens were killed last night by, they think, a coyote.
Two neighbors.
Two neighbors actually,
Each
yeah.
had like 8 to 10 chickens.
So we are going to do our little last minute predator things, tricks.
Mountain lion urine.
Yum. And we're gonna install another one of these little predator deters, which has worked for us in the past. Ever since we put one on that fence back there, we haven't had one for like 5 years, so.
And DaNelle got like 4 of them, so that probably should work.
Yeah, we'll be good. You've got a lot of friends.
You guys want mountain lion pee?
All right, Kevin gets to do the most favorite part.
Don't get it on yourself.
Spreading the mountain lion pee. Does it smell? Can you smell it?
Chloe.
Go away. She likes the smell of it. That's gross.
How do they get the mountain lion to pee in a bottle?
I don't know. Doing good.
Chloe's following the line.
Oh, she's just stepping on the whole thing, so doesn't deter cats. Okay, we've got mountain lion urine across the whole back perimeter. We've got 4 different light deterrents, one over by the buck pen, one on the back fence, one on the chicken coop, and one on the goat barn. And tonight we're gonna lock everybody up. Actually, for the next month or so, I think we're gonna lock everybody up, just until we are sure that there aren't any more coyotes around this area. I think Stella and Iverson will be fine since they're the strongest and the loudest. So they'll definitely be loud if something happens tonight. All Luna cares about is getting in here to eat our Chinese elm tree. Grab her. All right, how do we want to put everybody in here tonight?
Okay, so Tilly and Doris aren't exactly friends, but like they can like fight it out and then they'll like kind of settle down with each other. And then of course there's like the trio of Willow and Penny and Winnie, which have to be together or they'll like cry their faces off. And then there's kind of like the Luna, Fern, and they're kind of like, you know, they're okay. But,
Yeah.
you know, they'll work it out, so it's, yeah, you just have to balance it out.
Did you guys get all that? Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so in here we've got the frenemies, which is Tilly and Doris. And then in here we've got the lookalikes, which is Fern and Willow. And then in the last stall, we have the old lady and baby club, which is Luna, Penny, and then Tatum and Winnie. He's got a weird beard. It's like multicolored.
Let's see.
Look at this.
Oh,
got a mohawk.
You're looking so cute.
Funky. Yum, yum, yum.
Very go.
He looks really cute. And we've got the boys in this cage, so they should be good. So this isn't a sponsored post or anything, but for those of you that are interested, these little predator lights, they get charged by solar during the day, and then at night they flash little red lights, which are supposed to keep predators away. So far it's been pretty effective for our little farm in the city, so I'm not like positive if they work, but so far so good.
All right, it's nighttime. We have everything ready. If a coyote tries to come in our yard, we've got all of the blinking lights that scare them away. We've got the ferocious pig that will bite them. We've got all of the urine from the mountain lion on our fence. We've got our baby monitor hooked up to listen to any sounds from the goats or chickens if a coyote comes in. Me and Ethan gathered up all the chickens. We are so ready for any coyote that comes our way.
How did everybody?
How's the old Winnie? I'm trying to talk. I know. How's the old lady and two babies club? Was it nice? Luna, were you nice to them? Good morning. Willow just wants to get out. Hello, Willow. Oh, I think they made a truce for the night.
I think they did. All right, let those two out. Oh, they just started to fight.
Oh, he wants to go back in when you let her out.
Okay, come on. Time to be milked.
Everybody is so happy to be let out in the morning. It's a little chaotic, but they all love to come out and stretch their legs. Doris the Explorer. I like that collar on her. It makes her look vintage, and Dorothy's is vintage.
She is.
It's just like vintage.
She is.
Vintage fancy girl.
Oh, Luna, do you want a snack? Okay, hold on. All right, I've got a snack for you. Look, nobody else can eat it. So, okay, never mind. You're just making a mess. We'll come down here. You'll have yours in a minute, Willow. Yeah, just wait. Just wait a minute.
Well, I shouldn't have to go away when you do that. That's mean. You're mean to me. You're mean to me, Tilly. Tilly does this naughty thing whenever she doesn't like what's in her feeder or needs something in her feeder, she'll pull her head back. She'll be naughty. She'll like pull her head back and like want to get out and like move her feet around. And it's just, Tilly has been really naughty lately. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Willow is actually the best milker as of right now. Everybody's nibbling on their breakfast. They sure are quiet when they get their food. And guys, I have a feeling that Luna and Tatum are gonna be besties. Meanwhile, we have something we need to take care of with Mr. Rooster. Just go.
Okay,
Go.
so
There we
this up is
go.
spelled feathers.
That's better.
Okay, I don't want to do it too tight, so just enough so he can't fill his voice box very loud. Okay.
Can't feel it very loud.
Yeah, just enough so he can't squawk so loud.
There you go. That's better. You look good. You look great. It's okay.
Looks good, right? Hey, let's see how you do.
Oh, okay. She's not gonna wait. She's gonna go in there with the other chicken in there and see how it turns out. Even though there's another box that would be perfect for her. Oh, you're a mean chicken.
Lydia, just grab their necks.
I gotta cover her eye or else she's gonna bite me. Ah! Demon! I know, I'm trying to like get your head out of the way.
Okay, I'll show you how I do it. Show you how I do it.
I got it! She don't like it.
Okay, watch out. Let me show you.
She don't like it. They're having troubles in there.
Okay, you go like this and you grab her head.
Oh.
You give her a little pat. And then pray that she doesn't bite you.
No. There are some times that she did a bite.
Alright, are you gonna get him from the...
I think they... Are they okay now? They figured out the problem?
They figured it... Well, I don't think she's very happy.
That's a mean chicken, that tiny one. They don't
Why are you sitting on top of her?
Oh yeah, and then there's Stella. She's fine over here in the book pen. She's a little bored, but we've got to give her a couple more weeks to make sure she's pregnant.
It is so sunny and so hot outside that we're about ready to just move. We can't handle it anymore. About this time of year though, the humidity should creep in, which gives us a bit of relief from that bright, hot, glaring sun. I know it sounds crazy to a lot of you folks, but we would rather have a little bit more humidity and rain if that also means we'll get some cloud coverage in the process. So today I'm just gonna gather a bunch of things from the garden. A few of them have just started to come into harvest season, while some are just barely hanging on for dear life. But even though we live in Arizona and it is the absolute hottest time of the year right now, I've still got a lot of things that I've gathered today. Plenty of food from the garden. Here's what I've got. Wow, today, lots of stuff from the garden. We've got a ton of grapes, some butternut squash, cantaloupe, a bunch of tomatoes. We've got figs, zucchini. We've got just a little bit of our green beans going, but not very much, so just enough to start picking them. Some green peppers, more zucchini, and finally we've got almonds. Let me show you what's inside. Almonds crack open like this, and that's how you know that they're ready. And you break it open, and when you get to this middle part, you crack this open. I don't have the tool to do this right now, I'm just doing it with my fingers. And inside this little shell is an almond. So we have about 10 of them, just enough for a little snack. They're not very good to eat right now. You have to, you know, dry them, or at least dry them, or you can roast them and salt them. But it's still pretty cool. Now some of my tomatoes get rotten as the months go by and we get a little bit warmer here. So I'm gonna toss these two to Hermione. Pig, 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 pig! There you are. Look what I got for you. Better get it before the goats come get it. She has both in her mouth.
Luna does not want you to leave. Okay, just a minute, guys.
It's time to give the goats their shots.
Lydia's favorite thing in the world.
My favorite.
She has a kitty, and Kevin has Winnie.
So excited.
So it's time for their second round. They had their first one about 4 weeks ago, so here we go. CD&T is a really important vaccination for your goats. There are only really a handful of vaccinations, and while most of them are pretty rare to use, most vets will recommend that you definitely need to do the CD&T, which prevents against enterotoxemia, which is an overeating disease, and it also prevents tetanus, which is really common in goats, and they die from it. So you got to be very careful and make sure that you're vaccinating for this. Tatum is the best one because she never moved. Hold her head that way for me, Ethan. So cute. There you go.
Didn't even hurt.
Didn't even flinch. Good girl.
Okay, Winnie. As a reward, you get to run around the pond, and it's gonna be super fun. And you'll forget that this whole thing even happened.
Yay! You did it.
Alright, relax.
They left. She remembers. See how fun? Here she comes. Like exact opposite each other.
They are!
Like she's got white spots, dark spots, light, dark. So now that Winnie and Tatum had their fun, they got their vaccination, and then they got to run around the pond, now it is time for the boys. This little Winston is getting bigger and bigger. And there's Zorro. Hey, you guys both have beards.
Yeah, we do.
So I used to use the vaccination that you just give subcutaneously, but it sometimes develops an abscess at the injection site. So I found one that you can give in the muscle. And so I am going to do that today and from now on, because that way they won't get those little abscesses, which is just an immune response to the vaccination. It's 2 cc's for every goat, no matter the age, no matter the size, and after we do their initial 8 weeks and 12 weeks, which I'm a little bit late on this one, but that's okay, then we do it just yearly as a booster. Okay, you guys get to be by the pond for the first time. What is this? Well, Lydia has convinced Winston to go over there, but Zorro's still taking his time over there. Well, we swam, and Kevin taught us all how to shoot a basketball really good, and the whole time the little bucklings didn't really care. They were just eating plants and not running around like the little girls like to. So, well, so far, looks like Zorro's just gonna eat all of our cattails.
Oh, he sounds so sad, Winston. Oh, he's calling back to him. We have your buddy.
Brother.
Yeah, he is. Did you miss him?
Hey guys.
There we go. That's better.
Well guys, I fail at a lot of things in the garden, but this Myokama squash, which is basically a butternut squash, is my crowning jewel because I always succeed with it, I always grow lots of it, and it tastes delicious. So today we're gonna make something that you've never probably heard of before, but it's actually one of my favorites. First, I'm gonna roast the squash for about 20 minutes in the oven. As that's roasting, I'm going to chop up a bunch of shallots, a bunch of garlic, as well as a bunch of tomatoes.
With your pictures on my wall, but I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. Now I'm just...
We're gonna get that simmering in the pot so that it gets nice and softened and fragrant. The kitchen already smells amazing and we haven't even gotten started really. Next, I'll add the fresh tomatoes and then, that's right, chickpeas. Today's dish is called cumin stewed chickpeas. And while it may not seem like a really delicious dish, once all these flavors meld together, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It sort of tastes like a chili, except not as spicy, not as much of the chili powder taste in it. It's got a lighter, softer taste, and it's really comforting. I like to mash half of this a little bit as it's cooking and add some water as well. That way everything kind of mixes together better and it creates more of a stew. I actually decided to go ahead and throw in my handful of green beans since I didn't know how else I was going to use them, but that's not really what's called for in the recipe. After the squash has been roasted, I'll dice that up and add that to the pot, and then I'll just simmer for about 10-15 minutes until it's the perfect consistency. And that's it, a bowl of cumin stewed chickpeas with fresh tomatoes, squash, garlic, onions, and that little handful of green beans from the garden. Try it. I promise you'll love it. I think she likes it.
On the inside or the outside?
I think on the outside here, since this is where they hang out most throughout the day.
Let's see.
Don't eat it, Willow.
Everyone has to take a bite.
Yeah, they have to try it first. She's more interested in playing on Kevin. Well,
It works, look.
you goats don't really care about it, do ya?
No, it's working really good.
As a snack.
Alright, well, Winnie's just gonna eat it. So we got an interesting situation here. Doris is rubbing on Luna, and Luna is fighting with Hermione.
So, the turkey made a nest back here. We don't know which one, but it does have some sticks and stuff, and it's a little bit dug out here.
Just smell it. You
Rub her head on it.
Oh. Yeah.
Softly, softly, softly.
No, she doesn't want anything to do with it.
Well,
Don't you want it?
maybe Iverson will like it once we leave. He's curious.
Hey, let's get out.
You interested? Rub on it.
Rub your face.
Do it. Well, maybe eventually they'll appreciate that we did this for them. Oh, they love these mulberry leaves. Every day Kevin comes out and cuts a bunch of them. Only 3 over here. Oh, here they come. You better give some to Stella and Iverson over here. There you go. Look what I got for you guys. Yeah. Right behind you. Hello. Come on, Penny. And 1 for Zorro and Winston.
2.
Oh, 2. You're such a sweet kitty.
Thanks for watching today's video. If you want to see the video where Kiwi protected her babies from a predator, click here.